number of research and development centers of food companies localized in the area that we provide infrastructure. We provide researchers to help them to develop new products. Also, we need researcher communities nearby so that they can move in and work to do research for the companies.
Welcome to Thailand. Today I'm Kusamayo Thasmut. The Cabinet has approved the Ministry of Science and Technology's plan to establish Food Innopolis and turn it into a global food innovation hub. And the government is also set to launch international roadshows to promote Food Innopolis in a bid to lure foreign investment to the Innovation and Development Center. What Food Innopolis means to Thailand and how the government will implement this mega project? Our guest for Thailand today is Dr.Kitipong Promwong, Deputy Secretary General of the National Science and Technology and Innovation Policy Office, the Ministry of Science and Technology, who will tell us how Food Innopolis will help increase the value of Thailand's abundant crops and what the country will gain from this mega project. Please welcome to Dr. Kitipong Promwong, Deputy Secretary General of the National Science and Technology and Innovation Policy Office, the Ministry of Science and Technology.
Swadikap.
Welcome to Thailand today, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Pleasure. Well, you're going to bring us a very good news on food, which is showing off Thailand's plentifulness of the food. So we would like to begin with talk about Innopolis, but before that, I'd like to know what is the difference between the Innopolis and what we previously, the popular Thai Kruo Thai Su Kruo Lok, or that's in Thai, but this is English, it's like Thai food to the world?
Yes, our previous program, Kruo Thai Su Kruo Lok, or the Thai food to the world, mostly focus on making Thailand to be the resource for food industry for the world, to help to secure the food security for the world population.
Very good.
However, at this time, our focus are more on promoting innovation for food industry to produce high value add products for the world population as well. It's still to make the food for the world. However, we upgrade the quality of the food and the quality of the industry. We focus more on innovation, and this will help to enhance the food security for the future, to enhance the food safety, and also to enhance the export for Thai food industry as well.
Can this show that Thailand, we have sufficient food, fruits and everything?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh,
however, not only we have sufficient food, but also this time we will make it a very, very high quality to produce and to bring the good food, high quality food to the customer, to the world, which requires a lot of research and development.
That's right.
Innovation, the process of making food very high quality, and then we need to support food company to do research, as well as supporting the farm sector also to produce high quality raw materials.
So we're coming back to this, what is the meaning of the Food Innopolis?
The Food Innopolis, food is food, right? Innopolis actually, Inno is from innovation, and polis is like a metropolis, a city, a town. So we are going to build innovation town for food industry. Within that town, there will be a number of research and development centers of food companies localized in the area that we provide infrastructure. We provide researchers to help them to develop new products and innovation of food products.
Is this going to be a very secluded, isolated from the other part, and that's to be protectively clean or something like that, or
basically
free from disease or something?
Yes, absolutely free from diseases. However, these Innopolis need to have support in terms of scientific infrastructure, like laboratories, research centers, which have to be surrounded
protectively.
Protectively, and also we need researcher communities nearby, so that they can move in and work to do research for the companies.
So what kind of food innovation the agency has targeted to promote?
Basically, we focus on the high value add food, specialized food. Specialized foods, I mean, for example, functional food. Functional food means that the food which have some of the bioactive ingredient, some special nutrition for specific type of people. For example, for patients, that they cannot eat normal food.
Certain food.
And they have to gain the recover from disease. They may need special types of food to help, functionally.
That's right. Of the body.
That's what we mean functional food. For athletics, people who play sport and so on, these people need a lot of energy, so they need special food as well. And also we focus on the producing raw materials for food industry as well. A very high quality of raw material and healthy raw materials. For example, as you said, non-toxic vegetable, non-toxic fruits, non-toxic rice or grains and so on, as well as a food with a higher quality safety and safety food.
Very interesting. Clean and all
clean.
that. So gradually, I think, I don't know whether it can be move on to the normal, ordinary in the future, because they gradually give up the chemical to the whole country.
Right.
We may have a very pure, very clean
clean
food.
Yes, and we encourage research and development back to the farm sector, that they have to produce a clean agriculture product that we use as raw materials for producing food.
We might go back to the home-reared chicken, to poultry, instead of eating vegetable.
Yeah, Similar to that, but the scale will be industrial scale.
Yes. So, what are the technology and innovation planned office your office to promote Thai enterprises to come into this?
My office is a STI office, STI policy office, and we do the policy for the government. We would like to help Thai enterprises, both large company as well as a small company, to participate in the global food value chain. So we think the only way that to upgrade our industry is to encourage them to do innovation, to help them to increase the innovation capability. So we need to improve. For example, our companies, if they are the big one, sometimes they already have the capability in the world level. However, for the smaller size of company, sometimes they need help. So we will help them, and our help will be focused on help them in terms of technological capability, help them to do some research. By this way, when we doing research and development, usually it's engage the high cost, because research you have to pay for a lot of things, laboratories, equipment, and so on.
And infrastructure.
In Food Innopolis, we already built the infrastructure. This is a
beautiful.
Yes. Wow. Actually, this is a Food Innopolis. The first location we already built. It is in Thailand Science Park.
Already there?
It's already there.
The whole thing like this?
The whole thing like this.
Beautiful.
And actually, this is part of the Thailand Science Park. The Thailand Science Park is a big park, filled up with several national research centers, and there are about 2,000 researchers over there already,
wow.
surrounding the Food Innopolis. So within this Food Innopolis, nearby you have the Thammasat University.
Oh, this is Pathum Thani.
Yeah, that's Pathum Thani.
It is a neighboring city of Bangkok.
Yes. And the other side you have the Asian Institute of Technology.
Yes.
So they have researchers that can help this Innopolis. And within the Innopolis, we have, inside the building actually, we prepare this building for companies to set up a research center or laboratory.
Of each company.
Of each company. And it can, for this phase, we have about 20,000 square meters ready for people or for companies to move in.
Yes.
And this building built built in the form that they can private company can set up the lab. We have all equipment
fully equipped,
ready for them.
Interesting.
If a small company coming here, they can even take the test tube and doing the lab immediately.
Immediately.
Because we have a ready-made laboratory for them as well. They can rent it in a very cheap price because it's already subsidized by the government.
First come, first serve.
First come, first serve. We expect that the first phase, about 100 companies. However, if in the future there are many, and then we will expand it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If this building it's meant, we built it, you built it, you know, the science technology built it for rent, but it's a cheaper price.
Yes.
So is this you also invite the foreign enterprises, right?
Yes.
So how do you attract them to the world, to leading company, to producing this in the future?
Yeah, this building actually built by the National Science and Technology Development Agencies, which is under the Ministry of Science and Technology.
Yes.
They will do all the job about providing the infrastructure, the renting, and so on. However, at the National Science, Technology and Innovation Policy Office, my office, we are working with the government. We are working with some supporting agencies to provide incentives and support for food companies that would like to invest in research and development. For example, we work with the Board of Investment, BOI, providing the tax incentives for those investing here.
That's great.
Now, the BOI already granted the privilege, tax privilege for those people investing here.
0%?
0% of the corporate income tax for 8 years. For 8 years.
That is quite attractive. Plus
50% for another 5 years. So totally 13 years.
That is dashing.
This is
very interesting. Very to know them is it's something because they all know because Thailand is so very good in food already. We are famous with the food production, food variety now already. So any
and more.
Yes.
The Ministry of Science and Technology also have support. For example, right now we have the program we call Talent Mobility.
Talent mobility.
Because we realize that if the company have to do innovation, they need capable people, talent. And many of the talented people are in the public sector. For example, in universities, in the research institutes belong to the government. Now we work. We asked the cabinet, and they already approved to allow those people working in university, in the public sector, to go and work for the private company.
Interesting.
And
I mean, on top of that, they are still as a government officer.
Yes.
At the same time, they can also work in the private sector.
Yes.
Oh, good. That's a good step.
Yes. And the work, the performance, the result that they achieved in the company, the private company, they can claim that to be their credit.
Really? That can promote them even in the government part of it.
Yes.
Interesting. This is a very unique way of thinking.
Yes.
So this project also, when you said expertise, you talk about the people who deal with it, then this project also to create more opportunity for Thai workers.
Of course, because when you can create the new products, the innovation, and then when you take this to do manufacturing, making as a massive scale, then you need to employ more people. And also when we create this Food Innopolis, there will be about 100 companies set up their research center.
It's huge.
Yes, it's huge. That's the first phase. Let's say if about 100 company built up the research center, and if they hire 100 of people, especially researchers, which will have researchers. Normally, they have a higher productivity, higher income. Each company hire 100 or half 100 company, that will be almost 10,000 or 5,000 people. with a very high productivity here.
Is there any, I'm a little worried about the Thai workers or Thai researchers. Is there any restriction, only Thai or?
No, no. Even right now, we realize that if we have to promote innovation, we cannot do alone on our own within domestic resources, but we need to collaborate with outside, with other countries. So we welcome talent from any country around the world that can come. The government even thinking about providing incentives for attracting talent from around the world. I am working with the finance ministry, trying to design the incentive for those people that will come. For example, if they come and work in the Food Innopolis here, we are thinking about reducing the personal income tax for them, close to 0%.
Wow.
And this is not limited just only foreign talents, but also Thai as well, if they come and work here.
Definitely, definitely. This is very interesting. So this also the Food Innopolis is what it also help to promote the economic growth of the country.
Yes, of course. Yes, in a way, because we focus on the high value added product. It means that we exporting or selling the same quality of food, but the value is higher and much higher, not just only double, but this is 3 times, 4 times, and even 10 times. Let me take an example. We have plenty of rice in Thailand, and we export it.
Yes.
If we export rice as it is, like a commodity, primary product, the value for 1 ton is maybe 7,000 Thai baht. But we promoting some companies to extract some
of the grain from the grain,
from the grain,
yes.
the healthy product like oil, rice oil.
Okay.
This is a very healthy oil,
Okay.
and the value is very, very high. Also, they have doing some processing to make very high quality and high grade of the starch. From the grain. We call that modified starch, and that in the grade that they will take this to make sometimes cosmetic, sometimes a medical a mix for medical purpose. All these products are very, very high value.
Very interesting, and we could see here. This is supposed to be also in a part of it, that you're so ready with what you said, all this kind of.
Yes, this is actually what we call the ready to move in laboratory. Ready to move in laboratory.
So as Deputy Secretary General was saying that you just walk in.
You just walk in. You can do experiment right away.
Thank you very much, sir. And I do hope and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So Thailand is waiting for you to explore such a good opportunity. We are ending up with a thank to Dr. Kitipong Promwong, Deputy Secretary General of the National Science and Technology and Innovation Policies Office, the Ministry of Science and Technology. Thank you so much, sir, for being here.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Swadikap.
Today, I would like to say thank you to Dr. Kitipong Promwong, Deputy Secretary General of the National Science and Technology and Innovation Policy Office, the Ministry of Science and Technology, who has explained how Food Innopolis project will promote Thailand as the center of hub for food-related research and development. Thank you for watching Thailand Today. I'm Kusuma Yothash. We'll hope to see you again. Same place, same time. สวัสดีค่ะ